Hold 2 seconds, but wait. What's this place called?
Bethel Quarry.
Bradford.
Bethel. Yep. It's all quite clean as well, all the walls.
There's really clean down.
You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of something out of a Bond film. It's that big for it.
Yeah.
Get down to the factory.
Yeah.
What's in these just little rings, right? With more whole car.
You won't get lost in this place. It's like it wibbles and wobbles, but there's one way up and one way down. You know, there's a couple of ways it splits off into 2 tunnels going up and 2 tunnels going down. But yeah,
Pretty solid stuff, isn't it?
I can't really see any rock falls and stuff that's happened in ages. I mean, it must be fucking very old.
Yeah.
We'll go back round.
What's that? Because I've seen another one around there.
I don't know. I think it's just them playing around, like, you know. I mean, it could be because if you look, there's a split behind it.
Yeah.
So it could be to hold that split from moving.
Shame the lights don't work, so
Oh yeah.
Maybe don't have a swimming pool. Kids get lost.
Right, I guess this is basically the upper end of the cave. So there ain't much more now. This is just the old original cave tunnels, and there ain't much in there. And you can tell we're at the top because we're walking uphill.
Yeah.
So this is basically the end of it. It's a good little idea, really, because all the water runs down and we come out of the main entrance and just go straight into the canal.
Yeah.
But this is the tip of the iceberg because it's quite big. So he's going to sit up there now on his own board.
they might be fixing your car, I don't know.
Ah, yeah. Oh, I think they're back then.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, I reckon it must have been like 1900s up to 1980, you know, being driven along by JCB type vehicles, you know, and all that sort of stuff. So this is where it all starts to get a bit more interesting now, because you've got evidence of fucking cannabis. He's gone, isn't he?
I think he's gone. Yeah.
Lithium batteries. Somebody's pissed off the fucking lithium stopped working. So there's various ways you can get down. I tell you what this would make, actually, this place, would be excellent for cheese storage.
Yeah.
Because it's naturally cold, so you don't have all the bills for the electric to keep stuff cold. And all the roads are basically in here, so I mean, for cheese storage, you just be running in and out with trolleys all day long.
Be good for an underground racetrack.
Mm.
Now we all know.
To be fair, yeah, quite like a remote over there. Be that.
Mm. Quite a lot of smoke though, isn't it?
Yeah.
You'd have to get the air filtration working quite well for that. But I reckon they'd be minted if they wouldn't have to do that much conversion work in here for like a cheese factory.
Ja, alles in das hier Netzwerk.
There's little places like that, they don't go that far, little deads. Sometimes they block areas like this off because they consider these ceilings a bit risky. Sorry. Yeah, I know. Weird. It's usually like the cold is good for my hay fever and stuff. There you go. Evidence of like living quarters and stuff.
I think that we were driving 5 miles an hour, yeah.
Yeah.
I think even that 5 miles an hour for a be correct.
So it's easy.
Oh, yeah. See that behind you? That looks so.
Mm. So that was only drinking water, one was on the right.
How we put it up there is resuscitation.
Yep. Storerooms. God, every couple of seconds my nose is like, it just refills. Bollocks. This is their like mess room, you know, for changing clothes and maybe eating food and stuff. There's your sleep there tonight, love. Sleep on a mattress tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Quality.
Oh, she really got Dave and we've been messing up, haven't we?
Mm.
Getting down on that mattress.
Oh my god. Do you know, wherever we go, there seems to be a bloody Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Everywhere we go, there's a bloody Christmas tree. So there's changing rooms in that one.
I think it might have been by the looks, isn't it? Just a stack of people in here. Probably could heat somewhere like this as well, like have it a bit more comfortable.
God, I bet the smell was horrendous once you finished working and that.
Mm.
God, I bet that would drop in.
Mushroom pests and diseases.
Yeah, Tom, we're sorted. We've got a mattress in one room, a swimming pool in this room.
Yeah. Well, the swimming pool was probably to keep the water in to feed downhill through pipes to all the grow rooms. So they put it up here so they got like a head of water. All these numbers for the work they were up to grab a number, like, you know.
Nice.
Yeah, that probably was for the cannabis.
What's all these numbers for?
Don't know. It'd be like grab a number, stick it on your vehicle or your trolley or on your mushroom pack that you're grabbing.
What's that smell?
Mm.
You can still like smell it. Fungi.
There's all sorts of crap down here as well, like, you know, where people have been throwing stuff and smacking stuff around. When you see the grow rooms, you'll find it quite funny.
Is this why it still works?
Let's go.
It's been smashed off, is it?
Yeah, it's not even, the needle's not even moving.
Try and spin the needle back a bit.
That's weird, I haven't even touched the torch.
Mm.
No.
That spring was making a sound like somebody's phone was just starting to play Eye of the Tiger or something. It was like, jong, jong, jong,
My torch just started flashing, I haven't even touched the button.
ooh, ghosties.
Okay.
It's a ghost of mushrooms past.
Crates.
Pots.
Hell.
I think a lot of these were mushroom
They
related.
look like it, don't they?
Yeah. In these trolleys and things. I mean, it's hard to think that people would have been like wheeling trolleys of mushrooms up and down here by hand, but they might have been. That's obviously a grow thing off a cannabis plant.
Yes.
So, oh, the nice spores there on that over there. Now, somebody told me that does look like spores and that looks like growth, but somebody told me that this weird stuff that looks like fuzz, they said it's not organic. They said it's like bismuth or something. It's like it comes through the air and it drops out of the air and it forms into like pockets. Yeah.
Looks like snow a bit, doesn't it?
Mm. But it looks like it's organic, and people are like, "Oh, spores," but apparently it's not. If that's the same stuff I've been told, it's actually a chemical, like a compound.
There's all the
Yeah.
Old plants.
When we first came in here, there were bits of greenery still on some of them, but I think it's gone now. You can still smell a lot of it if you grab it.
There's
And,
a few leaves there still.
So that's the marijuana.
that's what when they've grown the marijuana and they've
Once
used
they've
all the
harvested it, yeah.
they've used all the energy in the earth. They just dump the earth, go and get a new load of earth, and then plant another plant in it.
That's mad, that is, isn't it?
Pots here, innit?
You see that in a lot, because I've been to more than one cannabis place that's been busted now, and you do this, they chuck a lot of that.
They had that very big one up this way, didn't they?
Chill mark.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, guess what the police said about this? They said, we've busted this place, and we've taken out everything we can, but we're not sure if we've got everything, because the place is so big we got lost. That's what they said about this place.
Well, don't you get the blueprints?
Don't know. It's like land that time forgot down here, isn't it? Now watch these things, because you might trip over on these. They're a bit dangerous.
So, pallets for it,
Yeah, watch them. You can go flying on these. Right, here we go then. Grow rooms.
wow, that's huge.
Holy.
Wow, they are just slippery, isn't they?
Whoa.
And then you go into the silver grow rooms. I think people have been down here stealing these, because
They're worth a lot of money.
they are worth. And the thing is, you see, all you have to do is where the police slashed them with knives. That's the police did that. They just slash. All you've got to do is stick tape across that, and you've got to. It just does the same job.
You can even buy foil tape, can't you?
You could repair it with some
Yeah.
tape, yeah.
Wow.
But all this is all serviceable. It's all usable. Probably a grand's worth of tent there, probably, I would imagine. Oh, this has fallen down.
Still got a fan here, look.
That's kind of fallen down, that wall.
So they would have had big plots of these down
Oh,
each
it would
side.
have been layers. Rows and rows and rows.
This is like a bit risky. I've not gone through here like this before, but I'm going to give it a go. Maybe it's been set up like a trap so that when you walk through it, it'll fall in on you.
So, in all fairness, the amount of effort
To get all this in here.
someone went through to get it down here.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
So,
Absolutely crazy. All done.
Money they splashed on
the
this.
thing of the effort really just to get in here.
Do you know what I can
Let alone the way to get all this in.
Yeah,
can
mind you,
still smell it,
there was a main entrance, but what it is, they closed the gates and they chucked the earth in front of it, so you could get in from street level, but getting in at night past people quietly with vehicles full of stuff to get this lot of stuff in here, it's not easy.
How many tents are there?
I think we said there were about 20.
It just goes on, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it does a bit. So you can see what it would have been like when it was set up, look. That's an actual, this is what it looked like.
Just pulled out and ran, wasn't it?
So what they do, like illegal migrants working in there.
Hang on.
Yeah, I think they caught the blokes who were doing it.
This tent's actually not really slashed, is it?
Not much. And all of them are easily repairable.
That'd be some going, isn't it?
There were tens of thousands of pounds worth of this growing liquid.
Yeah.
Because people who came down here were into, they knew their cannabis and stuff, and they were like, look at this, this is worth 250 quid. One of these would be like 250 quid. And they were just lying around, loads of them. So I think people have come down here and they've helped themselves.
We think they estimate that per plant is £1,000
Yeah.
on resale.
Yeah.
So you're looking here at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20 in a row. So
And that's 20 times
20,000
3, 246,
That's 120,000.
120,000.
See there per tent.
£120,000 per tent per couple of months.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
I'm in-
a
I'm
million
in the
pound
wrong
operation.
job.
Multi-million pound operation. This year it used to be bigger. It's been knocked around by people, but this is where they lived. So this used to be, you could go in through the front. There was a little door in the front, like a shed, and there was a bed on the left and a bed on the right, table in the middle,
Yeah.
and then they used to keep themselves in there and close the door, keep it warm.
Mad, isn't it?
And the electrics are so ropey, the electrics they had in here. I mean, look at all that.
Yeah.
They're running it off low ampage cable, and they're running kilowatts and kilowatts of power through just shit cables. How they didn't blow something up at street level, like, you know, outside, is quite amazing how they managed to get away with it for so long. Maybe what they had to do is, because they kept on blowing fuses, they had to like do a bit of light in one, then another,
Yeah.
and then alternate it.
Yeah, rotate it. Yeah.
Mm.
Do you know, I see it on police channels, police
It
programs.
doesn't
all the
look
time,
this size, though, does it?
No, and when you actually get to see it,
Yeah.
So what did this wasn't destroyed by the police. This is what
No.
was left over
No,
after those crops were gone.
they throw it.
They threw it and
Yeah.
redid it.
And probably like in Chilmark, when we went in there, they had rooms that were full from floor to ceiling with the leftovers like this. And you'd think they would take it out and dispose of it, but they were just filling up room after room after room until the whole bunker would have been full, basically, of just rubbish.
I suppose if you don't
When you're in a criminal-
find one or two bits in there.
When you're still a criminal minded, though, aren't you? You're not really going to tidy up after
It's so
yourself.
soft as well. I'm surprised.
Did you know in Chilmark they actually had Vietnamese people in there, and they lock them in?
Yeah.
So they were, you know, illegally in the country. They sneaked them into the country.
Yeah.
They didn't speak proper English, and when the place was raided, one of them had been working his way, been hacking his way out through an upper, like the
Just trying to escape.
like the lift, not the lift, the ladder we went up. He'd done that. He put a ladder up a thing. He'd been sawing through it. When the police came in, he shit himself, and he used his escape route, right? And he was the only one who got out. They got everyone else was in there,
Lucky
and he got out. But about 2 hours later, the police were driving along, and there was just some bloke with no shoes on, walking along the road, like a small bloke. And they were like, "You all right?" He's like, "Didn't speak no English." And they're like, "I think you need to come with us, mate." It's like
So when he thought he made it,
yeah,
he got found out.
yeah. But they weren't the growers. The growers was a bloke from Bath who had a band and wasn't all that successful, and he used to sell memorabilia like Batman. And all the films, he'd sell like books,
Like a
comic books type
Yeah.
thing, you know, and models and things to do with movies. And he had Jimmy Savile's original chair off his thing, you know, with all the
bet he
fucking
did.
and all that. Yeah, all the bits used to come out of it.
In fact, you've got a thermostat there. You've got fan C.
Yeah,
So it would have
that's a
been-
timer up there. That white thing,
Yeah.
timer. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you've got the little clock there.
Yeah, timer. They had little, you'll see them in a minute, there's little rooms, nursery rooms, which had small lights in them, and they'd grow the small plants up to a certain size before they transfer them into here. So it was a proper little, you know, production line.
I like how they've snipped, the police have snipped all the
wires.
appliances
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, it wouldn't take much to put a plug back on half of them, though.
No. And I suppose these bamboo shoots, you would have had that stuck in the plant
Yes,
and tied the plant on so it grows up.
that's right. Yeah.
That's amazing, isn't it? Saying that.
Anyone want some idea? Still got a carrot here, mate.
Is there some on that plant?
Yeah, there's a fair bit there. See? There's some down here, look.
Oh, well, that's not worked.
Cannabis leaf.
There goes.
Isn't it?
That's,
Can't really smell it now.
No.
I think it's been too long. It's been a couple of years now since that's been, since this place was busted.
that's mad, isn't it? And then they would have just grinded that shit up and...
They would have ground it up into white powder and injected it in their veins, yes.
When they say drugs is an easy business, I agree with funny. This is far too much work for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm.
Is that all of them, is it?
Yeah. Well, they had their, yeah, they would have been smoking it in their crack pipes and injecting it up their bottoms as pills.
Absolutely.
Drug consumer advice from the secret top.
Yeah.
Who would have
Yeah.
thought that?
Yeah, but do it.
Yeah. Your top tip, don't do drugs.
Yeah. Well, you'd have to have like at least 20 of these plants in order to get a good high, I reckon. You know, like smoke 20 of them, you probably get high. But a lot of people, they smoke about 50 plants to get high. So, yeah, you know, it's a lot of green you've got to take into your system. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just cheaper to buy garden peas and eat them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people see they were like growing with the chemicals, and then in the end they found that if they just drank the chemicals, it was get a better high. I think that's actually.
Don't try doing that.
No. But there is some truth to it. There is some truth to it because they did start using MCAT, which was a substitute for ketamine, and it was just plant fertilizer.
Yeah. Quite a lot of them plant fertilisers actually, isn't it? That's used for.
Yeah, here we go, more rooms of it.
The human race is a very odd species, isn't it?
Yeah. It was like professional operation.
This is bonkers, this is. Imagine the bloke who's running this and got caught, how livid he would be.
Well, he might have been running it on behalf of a bigger operation who'd funded it, you know?
Yeah.
Abroad, they get him out here.
The money that went into just these grow rooms.
Yeah.
The absolute size of it down here.
Because you imagine, that's going to cost a lot of money, and it's going to be a lot of time to get this set up, but then they're going to leave people running it, but okay, they're going to get done, they're going to get probably put inside for 10 years, but when they come out, they've probably got a little nest egg waiting for them from Mr. Big.
Philip Glass Cinema.
Yeah, from Mr. Big, he'll make sure they're alright, like, hopefully. I hope it's that honourable.
You'd hope so, wouldn't you?
You'd like to think so, yeah.
I was gonna say, I bet there's a lot of people that used to get
Oh, I
nice.
thought it was a Game Boy, yeah? Not such look.
No, that's temperature.
Thermostat, yeah.
Thermostat, yeah.
Yeah, I bet a lot of them got a lot of hush money in prison, didn't they? Don't grass me up.
Oh, they're probably the biggest.
They only work with people who've got families, so the families have got to stay behind and get looked after, and if they speak up, your family ain't going to do very well.
Yeah, they just beat the shit out of the family and that.
God, surely you must have smelled it up there.
What?
On the ground level, you must have smelled this.
I don't know. They did have a lot of filters down here. I think a lot of the filters have been taken by people.
I've been doing their weights.
Aye. Yeah. That is probably an official weight lifting system.
Quite heavy, isn't it?
It's got some weight to it.
Yeah. They can't believe your exercise, mate.
Arnold Schwarzenegger!
So they weren't just crims then, they were actually trying to keep fit as well.
Yeah.
Feel the weight of that.
No, that's happening.
That's filled with those bees.
Yeah.
Do you know when you see on a cartoon when they
think
chuck
we might have
something
been
like that
round
on the
this way.
floor?
I think we've been round this way.
Oh yeah, gone around this way.
Yeah. Don't know which way to go now. No. No, there's loads of wire. Look at all the wire down here. Looks like copper thieves have probably taken care of the wire situation.
Yeah. Some fuckers sat
Someone
there
had to
and
make their money back, didn't they?
Yeah, someone's gone sat down and stripped all of that. That's mad.
If anyone wants to buy a grow tent, just drop us a private mail.
Yeah.
You have to tempt it yourself, but
Going cheap.
Police would have taken that away, these tents.
Yeah.
it's too much time and effort for them, isn't it?
Yeah. They just wanted to show that they've disabled it, and then they've done their job, haven't they? Lazy fucks. Bet you if you put a load of donuts there, like a trail of donuts up to it, though, they'd be in there really quick.
This way, so I don't slip on them. Imagine, right? Being in a lorry, coming over it,
Think
not
getting a
even
life
seeing
in
the
paradise.
light, and then you wake up or you get put in it, and they say work.
Yeah.
Like fucking hell, what must that have been like? You can't, it's not like once you finish a shift you can go down the pub and have a beer. You can fucking
Do you know
stay.
the worst thing is after that, though?
But they must have been in and out here.
Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it?
That's weird, it just started recording here. What are these boots? Somebody burnt something by her. And somebody did talk about, it's been set on fire. Idiot.
Mattress, isn't it? That's a
Idiot
bed.
bloody curve has something to do with it, probably. But, yeah, I mean, they said, the whole of Bethel has been burnt down to the ground, so you can't go in there anymore, because it's all been burnt. No, it hasn't. Just a small part of it, like a couple of centimetres of it.
Why does my phone keep doing that? It keeps freezing. That's weird. My torch started flashing randomly and my phone starts freezing.
Someone's trying to make contact with you.
Might be your
As long
mum.
as as long as I don't owe him any money, it's all good.
Gain a bit of a living area. I think there was a lot of chemicals by here before. That might be full of chemical. No. There used to be a lot of chemicals down here, but I'm not seeing so many now. I think that goes down and around the corner, and there's not very much down here. It's like a bit of a dead end.
Do you know how many years this was before it got found out?
No. But
I'm sure it was only 20 minutes down here. I'm sure that's what the police said anyway. Yeah.
All the bottles of water.
Big water tank, isn't it?
the thing is, a lot of explorers know about this tunnel. So I would imagine that the people who were in here doing it would have had to have been shooing people away all the time, and if they heard anyone coming in, like fucking giving them aggro. So yeah, there's dead ends, these bits, but we can go over there now and go further down. Saskia. Saskia is Lidl's. That's not that old, that stuff, and that's all from the people who were here. So that would have been Saskia water. I buy it myself from Lidl's. So, you're talking, probably 5 years, I reckon you'd probably get away with your maximum. And they only got sus because the kids who came down here got beaten up by them and ended up telling their parents where they'd been and who beat them up. If they hadn't have beaten those kids up, if they'd have just given them a bollocking,
It probably would have still been here today.
yeah, they had to duff them up. Bit smelly in this one. Oh, look at all the water bottles in here, man. Plus they were diverting water in from where we came in, and they were diverting water, filling up the pools and then running it down the pipes.
So it's tense again, isn't it? They're heavy, isn't they? Mad. All the fans are over there, look.
Little ones, yeah.
Well, fair play to them. It's far too much effort for me to go through.
Yeah, look at all the shitty electrics here they've done again.
How do you even?
That's mad, isn't it?
I mean, they must have been running an awful lot of power in through probably some not very thick cables, but maybe they doubled and tripled and quadrupled up the cables.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is even worse.
Mm.
Yeah.
So I think down here we'll end up at the main entrance in a bit.
And what kept them awake?
Yeah.
Red Bulls.
Red Bulls,
Lots of croissants as well.
I'm surprised they had Red Bulls. I would have thought it would have been
They've got the cheapies though.
those gorilla ones from Lidl's. Got some water. This is the old original setup. So you've got water containers there, and I think this is for the showers and bits and bobs. The showers are in to the left in a second, in next door. But all their paints. And that's a separated room, so that's a fire protected room for the fuel probably. So we're on the back side of that wall that we couldn't come through from the other room. So this is on the other side of it. Chemical room. No smoking in this room, chemicals.
Do you reckon they reuse it as a chemical room?
Probably.
They'd have to re-signpost it then, did they?
Look, they've got their own little private cubicles.
Mad, isn't it?
Yeah, protective clothing. So look, that was 1992. Look, Jack Dean oils.
Oh, yeah.
So I said 1980, 1992. So it might have even gone up to the 90s. 30 years ago when they were still operating in this place. Might have been a different company in there by then. It might not have been the mushroom people anymore. If you want to see what it was like when it was in operation, if you go on YouTube and you type in Bethel Quarry Mushroom Farm or something like that, there's a documentary, I think it's colour, and it shows all the little vehicles coming in and out here, all the women who used to work in here. Shows all the stuff. That's the heating thing right next to that room which had the fuel in next door. All the heaters. I think it was like I think it was Heinz. It was Heinz mushrooms were from here, like.
This is the only part that actually looks at before we move the building. That's good. Yeah, that's better.
Gets hot really quick, this torch, if you have it on super duper.
Yeah.
The scale of it is quite mad.
Yeah, it's bonkers.
Hydrolime. I think that's gone a bit hard.
That would have been a lot of money's worth sat there.
Really, lime? How much per thing do you reckon?
What, a bag?
I won't even have a guess.
I don't know. 50, 60? I don't know.
Wow.
That's just guessing, like.
Yeah, it's a fair old bit of money then.
Just toilet.
Each one of those like a £50 note. Yeah. And for some reason, everyone must have been very short that worked in here then.
Yeah, just follow that. I'm not tall.
Bang your heads.
Not far off the roof.
Oh look, there's packing tape over there for some reason.
Yeah.
Packing tape.
There's even toilet roll in here. There is toilet roll.
I bet you there'll be more than that. There'll probably be something down each toilet as well. Left behind. See us test the theory. Yes.
First time here, I need a piss.
It's liquidised, but it's definitely dark.
Liquid ass.
Liquid arse, yeah.
Yeah.
It's gone to complete water arse.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm using the toilet.
But-
I'll give you 20 quid if you dip your tip of your finger in it and eat it.
I'll do it for a tenner.
Jesus. I tell you though, it's probably a good thing that there's still liquid in there, because otherwise it'll be the smell of the sewers coming up through there.
Yeah. Still sat there.
Look, Canna Cocoa. Canna Cocoa Plus. So this is literally grown specifically for cocoa. Cocoa canna, cannabis.
Yeah.
Cannabis.
Cannabis. Ladies' toilets and washroom.
Inject the cannabis into the German Shepherd.
I'll tell you what, that was a silly idea doing. Stinks in there though.
Yeah, because you've risen it.
Yeah.
A little fucking bike. Are you taking the piss?
That's the main doors.
And that's the boss's transportation, I believe, isn't it? That's what the big man himself drove to work.
Yeah. He was a hobbit, though. Right.
Oh, this is unstable.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, monkey boat for the monkey.
Needs a bit of air in the tyres, I think. So over the top of that door you can see out, but at the bottom it's all earth. But if you were to get the pillars out of the way, the doors would open inwards, and you could just dig away at the earth or climb over the top. So it is possible to do it.
Beautiful. Someone's been trying to get these light fittings out, haven't you?
They might have been. They may be trying to chuck them over the top or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can see the amount of earth behind it, can't you?
Is it earth or concrete? It's gone stiff. I think it's just earth. I think he just filled it with a trough.
See you over there.
But to be fair, it wouldn't take an awful lot to chip through those.
No.
And then the doors would just open inwards. Not that I'm suggesting anyone should do that. All their original wires coming in.
So that's the main road up there, is it?
Yep. There's a pub called the Barge Inn opposite this place.
Oh, right.
Practically directly opposite it.
There's a lot of the workers when it was a mushroom factory. Probably went over there for a pint after on Friday.
Yeah. I wonder whether the landlord does remember seeing him come in.
I'm sure he doesn't.
That's funny. That'd be funny if he did.
Please close the door.
Little toilets. I got a feeling they've had parties in here in the past as well, because there's evidence of people spraying up the walls with party stuff, you know?
Yeah.
I did see a bottle of gin back there.
Yeah. And there's a couple of cans of Budweiser lying about.
I'm not sure if you can go through or if you've got to go further up and further to the right, but there are ways through some of these. I think these go off to deads. Because basically now, if we go in that direction, we're more out on the street.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And where we came over the canal, and then we took a hard right and went up, and you said, oh, those are nice houses, didn't you?
Yeah.
So those houses would be out that direction. Came over the canal, went up the hill. So,
Got your big light.
yeah, 3, 2, 1.
And Dave,
Thank you. Oh, that's a beautiful, isn't it?
We can work our way through. I don't know if you can go in and go left or further up. I don't think these go anywhere. Go back and around. Not even sure this goes anywhere either.
doesn't look it.
Well, it might do, yeah. There we are. So go up there, down there. This was their rubbish dump.
Back to the grow room, yeah.
Yeah. There's probably some rats used to like living in this bit, I expect.
I'll bet.
Main drag down to the doors.
Isn't it?
Oh, Christ, yeah. Airy, isn't it?
So somewhere we cut across to the right in a bit, and then there's the party tunnels. Living it urban. I know who that is. Exploring with
diggers.
What is it? Exploring with
Can't read it.
TV. Yeah, use some of the bits and pieces for the original mushrooms. Mushroom boxes. Not sure if we can get it directly through there. I think we're probably best off going around.
That one looks safe.
Might be they blocked something up there. Ah, here we go.
Some fuckers put a sticker in, the secret vault on YouTube.
The secret vault is still there, is it? Wow. Wow.
Man's a bloody yobber.
Well, at least he didn't spray paint it. He used a removable sticker.
Oh no.
It's all the pretty stuff from the
Why are you wearing gloves?
party days. Yeah,
Is that what it's all about, is it?
this is the chemical warfare homage to the rubber glove.
They never knew COVID was coming around the corner and they really needed them.
Oh look, it's another one, look. Secret vault on YouTube. Look folks, it's a secret vault.
I recognise that name from somewhere, I just don't know where.
Yeah. I must have been down here so many times now, taking people from all over the world. Come and have a look. That's like an amoeba, like an early life form or something. Smells weird in this bit.
Oh yeah, it does a bit.
Look, somebody's painted like a shadow. They painted a shadow of weighing scales, look. And on the floor are the scales. You see them?
Oh yeah.
Just like that's what would have been there. Those two scales would have been on that wall. And hanging in this room. And those are the scales. How weird, isn't it, that somebody's painted it on the wall? Where's the chain then? Where would the chain be hanging down? Chains, I can't see where the chain would have been. Maybe it never did hang here. Maybe they made it up.
Yeah, you can't really see it anywhere, can you?
Red herring. Yeah. I seem to keep coming the same routes, yeah. Just a bit of self-promotion there, folks. Look, you know, Secret Vault. Don't like, don't subscribe. Don't know who they are. Section 3. Fairly clean up here. So you notice they had most of their operation was fairly close to the entrance. So it meant that they could probably hear or detect if people come in. They might have had it alarmed even.
Don't surprise me.
So,
The cheeky door ones that just make noises.
Well, you get yourself a good quality alarm with a long wire. If somebody comes in and goes, doot, 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 you can run down and go, excuse me, what are you doing? And then get them away, and then they'd never know what was further inside.
Yeah.
Maybe it worked for them for a long time.
Yeah.
Skidders. Well, this would be good for my scooter, actually. Get around here okay with my scooter. Yeah.
That's great, why not?
I think we could be heading back up and out now. We might have gone through a door like that or something, I don't know, I can't remember. If we're not, yeah, if not, then we'll have to go back in through that little door, if this isn't the way out. Get into the next section, I think that's bed. We'll go through that door. I recognise that spray of powder on the floor. Tells us we're going in the right direction if we go up here. Little clues. And those Harris fence.
Hopefully Dave's still up there. He's got my car keys.
Yeah.
I'm not bothered about the car, I'm more bothered about the drink
Oh yes.
and food.
You might have gone back to the car.
Yeah, he's sitting in the car, wasn't
Hopefully.
he? Yeah.
Hopefully he's physically gone.
Yeah.
Well, I reckon that yellow line looks like an emergency get you out type of line, doesn't it? So emergency escape ladder, 50 metres, like, oh yeah. Follow the yellow line. It has worn out off the ground. They probably have to repaint it a lot, that little yellow line.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you went to every single little corridor left and right, there's a lot of space in here. There we go. There it is.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even see that then.
Yeah. Yes, easy to miss. So this time, because do you know I thought I'd set this up. I climb down. Helps if you press record. What a knob. So I'm gonna get it working this time. We're going to climb up there for real. The amount of times I've done that over the years, just don't press bloody record. Now getting up is a bit of a beast because you do have to stop quite a lot. Because it's quite a climb. So I'm going to have a quick round the corner and then yeah. I think we should get a little pulley at the top and a big rope and then somebody with a 4-wheel drive vehicle, and we like, go, and just drive across the field, and just like a Batman, just shoom, up there at high speed.
You can try that out first.
I'll do it, yeah, I'll just give it a go. Or, like the lift shafts, you have a weight, and you drop the weight as the person goes up.
Yeah.
Recycling your gloves here, look.
If you want more, we'll get more.
Oh, I usually would, because I blew them to get them off, so they're still pretty good. And they haven't broken, actually, which is amazing.
So that was shitty getting up there. I get thousands of folks working in the care around there.
Yeah.
It's just always pretty shit.
All the shit you can wipe your hand on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I work in the kitchen, so
All right.
I don't deal with wiping asses. I barely wipe my own ass properly, let alone some other old cunt.
Right. To the Batmobile. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Yeah, you just have to take your time.
Yeah.
Is the main thing.
How much gap do you want between us?
Well, I don't know.
Do you want to get to the fast level? Yeah,
I mean, I don't have to worry, mate, because this shit's going to fall on your head now.
Yeah,
So it's entirely up.
it's fine.
It's entirely up to you. Like, if you can come right behind me if you wish.
Yeah, just getting quicker, innit? Yeah. I don't particularly want to sit down there on my own. Don't think I'll do that, mate.
Spooky. I'm just gonna have.
I'm not going to use my torch.
Just gonna have lots of breaks.
Yeah.
Lots of breaks. With our clogs, bloody hell. Right.
No. Oh. Alright, your feet there. Try not to look up there, you know.
God. Ready for a break yet?
Oh, I already am having one.
Yeah. We passed the first
Yeah.
thing, haven't we?
Yep.
Oh, there's a light behind us, so you'll lit yourself on it a bit, so watch that one.
Well, that's what I twatted my head on coming down.
Ah.
There's drip splashing me in the face.
Yeah. It's worse when you get down the bottom though. I better lose weight over this weekend, I'll tell you that much. Fucking hell.
I'm
Yeah.
about to start food in me, Carl.
Wall gets a bit close by it.
Yeah.
Quick break.
Would it be a bad idea to start doing some pokes?
On your head, be it, mate.
Oh, these bars are cold, aren't they?
Yeah.
Imagine if there's a fire here, you'd be coming up here, all the fucking smoke would be coming up with you.
Yeah.
You'll probably end up passing out before you even fucking get to the top.
Well, it depends how good the ventilation was before.
Yeah.
Oh man, just let the blood get back in my arms a minute. Holding him up, it seems like the blood don't want to go up into him. Oh, bang on the light again.
Ah, if you have the light, it makes me near the top.
Yep. Right, one last break. No point freaking yourself up.
Anyone's hands done yet?
Hey?
Anyone's hands done yet?
Yeah.
I think mine are frozen.
No, mine are alright. Can't really feel them, to be honest. This is where Dave jumps out at us and bloody we all fall down the ladder, yeah.
Yeah, not the cunt square out.
Yeah.
No, I'll do it. I just want the cunt. Take my car keys off him first. Fucking hell.
Some good shit.
Okay, halfway up that was it. This is a doddle.
Yeah, coming up's better than going down it.
Yeah, you know what's coming then, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not looking down.
I wasn't really looking down.
I wasn't until, obviously, once you're in there, innit, and there's nothing to look straight at. I was like, oh shit, I'm out of height.
So there we go, folks, that's it. That's it, one last look down the old chasm. I'll look for the torch. Take photos. Ready? Steady. Go. Shit. Bad boy. Bad boy. That's a bad boy.
Right.
See ya. Oh, I've got some drippers on my lens.
One more battery now, I'm out of it. I'll not talk, how does that work?
Give you a bit of emergency power, don't they?
Yeah.
Might be better if you flip that up against that. Get it out a bit, yeah. Fucking see. Whoa! Oh, you're right, it is a bit slippy.
No, that's what it is, isn't it? Oh, that's fun. That's probably a fucking couple of hours to get that, eh? How long have you been done for? Hour. Really? Yeah.
Oh! That bastard. I think he did do that on purpose. It's pretty slimy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've never slid down there like that before. That's weird.
I ain't got an issue with cold shit. If you put pig shit down there, different story.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. So catch you later. Don't like, don't subscribe. Don't, I don't know, do use a condom though.